Jai Gurudev, welcome to Connect with the Divine with Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda. Paramahamsa Vishwananda is an enlightened, God-realized spiritual master. His mission on earth is to open the hearts of mankind, and through his Bhakti Marga organization, he helps spiritual seekers experience and cultivate a very uniquely personal relationship with God. The Sanskrit word bhakti means love and devotion, and Bhakti Marga is the path of living and loving the divine in daily life. One way to do this is through chanting the name of God. This practice is also known as japam. Chanting is a very simple yet powerful practice that has been used for thousands of years. Ancient saints and yogis have called upon the power of chanting to help calm the mind and to attain higher states of consciousness. Many different spiritual traditions use chanting as a way to connect more intimately with the source of life itself. Chanting the Lord's name invokes His divine presence, and chanting with love helps you to realize Him within your own heart. You will notice that Paramahamsa Vishwananda is using a string of 108 prayer beads called a mala. A mala carries the vibrational energy of the divine name and helps to keep track of the repetitions. Paramahamsa Vishwananda will come online in just a few moments, and when he does, he will invite you to chant along with him for approximately 15 minutes. After the chanting is finished, he will lead everyone in a very short guided meditation to support Mother Earth. Once the meditation is finished, please sit quietly for a few moments to enjoy the effects of your japam. When Paramahamsa Vishwananda comes back online, he will give satsang by answering your spiritual questions and revealing timeless truths to help you rise above the challenges and fears of today's world. It is very rare to have such access to a living master, and it is even more special to have the opportunity to learn directly from him. We hope you enjoy your connection with the divine.
Have you ever looked into the eyes of a spiritual master? Come and experience it for yourself. Look into the eyes of real, unconditional love and let it open your heart. Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda is a God-realized master who lives in constant union with the divine. He lives at a place in the heart of Europe. It is called the home of the Divine Mother. From here, he is now giving what is called darshan online so that everyone can benefit. Darshan means divine sight, but simple words cannot do justice to the incredible experience of seeing and being seen by him. Look into the eyes of unconditional love and let it open your heart. You can now have your own experience of this divine master from wherever you are. Feel it for yourself and let love return.
Hari 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 Narayana Narayana Om Narayana Om Narayana Hari 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 Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Narayana Om Narayana Om Narayana Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana Hari 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 Narayana Narayana Om Narayana Om
गिरिधारी लाल की श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी 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 राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे 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 श्याम 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 राधे 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 कृष्ण 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 राधे 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 श्याम 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 राधे राधे गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी सभी बातों का गाना मेरे दिल तुम्हारा है सभी बातों का गाना मेरे दिल तुम्हारा है बोलो राधे कृष्णा नाम तुम्हारा नाम प्रेम है बोलो राधे कृष्णा नाम तुम्हारा नाम प्रेम है बंसुरी वाली पीतांबरधारी कृष्ण गोकुल प्यारे बंसुरी वाली पीतांबरधारी कृष्ण गोकुल प्यारी राधा जीवन मधुसूदन नारायण हरि श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी गिरिधारी 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 श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी ओ राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे 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 श्याम 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 राधे 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 कृष्ण राधे श्याम राधे 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 श्याम 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 राधे श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी सभी बातों का गाना मेरे दिल तुम्हारा है सभी बातों का गाना मेरे दिल तुम्हारा है बोलो राधे कृष्ण नाम तुम्हारा नाम प्रेम है बोलो राधे कृष्ण नाम तुम्हारा नाम प्रेम है बंसुरी वाली पीतांबरधारी कृष्ण गोकुल प्यारे बंसुरी वाली पीतांबरधारी कृष्ण गोकुल प्यारी राधा जीवन मधुसूदन नारायण हरि श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारे श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारे श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारे श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे 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 श्याम 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 राधे 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 कृष्ण राधे 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 श्याम श्याम राधे राधे ओ श्याम श्याम राधे राधे ओ श्याम श्याम राधे राधे श्याम श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्री गोवर्धन गिरिधारी राधा रानी का प्यारी
शङ्खचक्र गदपाने द्वारकानिलयच्युता गोविन्दा पुण्डरीकाक्ष रक्ष मां शरणागतं शङ्खचक्रा गदपाने द्वारकानिलयच्युता गोविन्दा गोविन्दा पुण्डरीकाक्ष रक्ष मां शरणागतम् रक्ष मां शरणागतम् रक्ष मां राधाणी बाम रघुमयी तेरानी राधाणी बाम रघुमयी तेरानी राधाणी बाम रघुमयी तेरानी राधाणी बाम रघुमयी तेरानी राजा पंढरीक्ष विठोबारे राजा पंढरीक्ष विठोबारे राजा पंढरीक्ष विठोबारे राजा पंढरीक्ष विठोबारे करणी मकर कुंडलो करणी मकर कुंडलो कंठी कौस्तुभमणि 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 काशी पीतांबर विठोबारे काशी पीतांबर विठोबारे काशी पीतांबर विठोबारे काशी पीतांबर विठोबारे पांडुरंग ये रे 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 विठोबारे पांडुरंग ये रे विठोबारे पांडुरंग ये रे मुखे मंदहासमध्ये मकुट शोभे मुखे मंदहासमध्ये मकुट शोभे मुखे प्रेममणि चंद्र भागनि वासे
प्रेममणि चंद्र भागनि वासे
प्रेममणि चंद्र भागनि वासे
प्रेममणि चंद्र भागनि वासे
कुंडलिनी भक्त विठोबारे
कुंडलिनी भक्त विठोबारे
कुंडलिनी भक्त विठोबारे
कुंडलिनी भक्त विठोबारे
पांडुरंग ये रे पांडुरंग ये रे
पांडुरंग ये
पांडुरंग ये रे विठोबारे
पांडुरंग ये विठोबारे
पांडुरंग ये रे हरि विठ्ठल 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 हरि विठ्ठल 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 हरि विठ्ठल 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 हरि विठ्ठल 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 विठ्ठला पांडुरंगा विठोबारे विठ्ठल 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 पांडुरंग ये रे पांडुरंग ये रे पंढरीनाथ महाराज की
But have you ever looked into the eyes of a spiritual master? Come and experience it for yourself. Look into the eyes of real, unconditional love and let it open your heart. Paramahamsa Swami Vishwananda is a God-realized master who lives in constant union with the divine. He lives at a place in the heart of Europe. It is called the home of the Divine Mother. From here, he is now giving what is called darshan online so that everyone can benefit. Darshan means divine sight, but simple words cannot do justice to the incredible experience of seeing and being seen by him. Look into the eyes of unconditional love and let it open your heart. You can now have your own experience of this divine master from wherever you are. Feel it for yourself and let love return.
Radhe 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 Radhe
Jagudev, everybody. Firstly, in this blessed time which you're celebrating, Navaratri, the 9 days of the Divine Mother, may her blessing be with all of you, protecting you all and really guide you all to the divine feet, lotus feet of Srimad Narayana. So firstly, let's chant one mala, Om Namo Narayanaya. Shri Krupya Namah Hari Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Namo Narayanaya. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Now let us do a little meditation. Close your eyes and visualize Ma Bhagavati, Durga, the Divine Mother, on your forehead. See her. The motherly love is a love full of compassion, tenderness. Ask Mother to open your heart so that you can truly love unconditionally in the way she loves. So visualize her on your third eye. And let her light spread to each part of your body. First, let it spread to your eyes, then to your nose, to to your mouth, to your ears, to your hand, to your leg and feet. Let that light radiate throughout your body, and especially if you have pain anywhere, if you have any problem physically, let this light be there. Inhale deeply by focusing on Ma Bhagavati, and exhale. Let your shoulder fall. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring Ma to your heart. Let her shine for you. Let love shine for you. Chant with me. Asato ma sat gamaya, tamaso ma jyotir gamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Gurudev again, everybody. So we will ask Jai Gopal to ask your question.
Guruji, can mentally challenged people lead a spiritual life, like people with Down syndrome, low functioning, autistics, etc.?
Of course, everybody is called for spiritual life, whether mentally they're aware of it or they are not aware of it. Because deep inside of them, the Atma, that what resonate to the spirituality. Very often they are more sensitive, because you see, if one sense is not working, for example, like you said, Down syndrome, autistic people, the mind is not a problem, because very often what creates a problem on the spiritual path is that mental state. Don't think that people which have a good IQ, or very high intelligent beings, but they are really spiritual. No, they may be very learned people, their brain function properly, but they don't have an oath of spirituality in them. They may be well versed in scriptures, but yet they can talk at length about a certain subject, but they don't have any drop of that spirituality inside of them. You see, people read books, they can read books like Himalayas, doesn't mean that they become realized. So the same way, you see, it's not about that mental state, it is about your being itself. And that being, you see, if their mind is not active, actually, their heart is more active. That's why they come to remind human to love. And they are so innocent. And you can see, you see, where you are among these people, you can just love them, nothing else. For them, spirituality is to be in everything that they do. That's what Bhagavan Krishna continuously repeat, in the Gita itself, So in chapter 9, verse 3 of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, that those people, whose mind is not absorbed, into the self, they don't have that devotion, they stay in the cycle of birth and death. So when we see that, we see very clearly that even being in the world itself, you have proper mindset, but if your mind is not fully absorbed in service to Him, then you will not attain Him. But here we see that these people, their mind is not there, but their heart is there. What you need on the spiritual path is not that mind, because that mind wander around. Why do you think that on the spiritual faith we tell the people continuously, control your mind, don't let your mind wander around left, right, sit in meditation, so that you can descend, that mind can descend into your spiritual heart and open your spiritual heart. But these beings, their heart is open. Though spirituality is there, they are living a spiritual life. It's not living a spiritual life the way you want it, but they are living a spiritual life more deeper, because their mind is not a problem to them. The mind don't bother them. So I will say that these people, they live spirituality 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Throughout their life, they do live in their heart. And that's why they came to remind of service, to remind of this love. So this is a great service, and of course they are living their spiritual life, especially I see some of the devotees here, when they are there. Even yesterday I was looking at one of the devotees, behind. He was just enjoying. He may not understand with the mind, but in the heart he's enjoying it. Last week was the same with another Mataji's daughter. And they can feel more and they see more. So whoever is around them should also profit from that and really live it, See how lucky, you are. When you take the advantage, that you are near these people, you observed that innocence on them. That's what all scriptures talk about. You have to become to that innocence, and they are showing it. And imagine, what the state of your mind when you say, yes, okay, I'm very spiritual, but your mind is the one which is the trouble. And the mind is the one, your mind is the one that put break on your spiritual life. Your mind is the one that poison you. So once your mind is poisoned, it's very difficult. So for them, there's no problem. They live spirituality throughout. Yeah.
Guruji, how do we know if what we do is really our spiritual path and not a fantasy of our ego or mind? And how do we know if we are not being hypocritical with ourselves?
Well, if everything that you do and you're doing according to, when you go on a path, there is a certain rules and certain feeling you have now. And if you see that whatever you're doing is according to what the Guru have been teaching you, and you feel deep inside of your heart that whatever is doing, the ego is not there. It's not about I, my and me, but it's about a service that I'm rendering. Of course, then it will not be fantasy. And how you will know if whatever you do is really your spiritual path? When you have a feeling, when you have a certain recognition, that yes, this is where I belong to. This is what I'm here for. You have to be clear about it. If you are not clear about it, of course, then you will still keep going left and right. But once you have found your path and you have that clarity, then go fully into it. Don't look left, right. Don't look for things to divert you from that. Stay disciplined into that. Focus your mind on the feet of Guru and God, nothing else. In your question, how do we know if we are not being hypocritical with ourselves? Well, look, hypocrisy exists in everybody. And of course that hypocritical mind, from time to time awake. But are you here to be a hypocrite, or are you here to transcend these limitations which is the mind have put upon? So the choice is yours. You see, when you are hypocrite to yourself, you will always have guilt feeling inside. That guilt feeling will make you realize that what I'm doing is wrong. And then it's up to you whether you want to change or not. If you carry on being hypocrite, sooner or later nature will teach you a bigger lesson. This is how it is. So then that will turn into your own karma that you will have to go through. So don't be in the fantasy of your mind or your ego, because that don't give you full satisfaction, full happiness and joy in your life. Be in your heart. Feel. God have given you a heart to feel also. Not only thinking, thinking, thinking. Calm your mind through meditation. Calm your mind through japam. Calm your mind through meditating upon the glories of the Lord and the glories of the Guru also, So like that, you will not have time to be hypocrite. You see, people become hypocrite because they have too much time to waste. And when people have so much time to waste, they don't know what to do. So when they don't know what to do, what they do? They start to harass other people. They start to put their nose in other people's life, or even themselves. They are so unhappy with themselves, but they don't see their own unhappiness. So then they start to ruin themselves and also ruining others. So be strong upon your spiritual path and be clear about your path and yourself. Every day.
Paramahamsa Vishwananda recommends we keep chanting the name of God every day. Just 15 minutes a day will help you to create an oasis of positivity and divinity in your life. We invite you to submit questions and learn more about Paramahamsa Vishwananda and his Bhakti Marga mission by visiting paramahamsavishwananda.com. Thank you for joining us today. Please join us again for another live Connect with the Divine session every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 o'clock Germany time.